Okay, Noah Road here with a little bit of a suggested video about supplies you want to have with you. One of those supplies you want to have is a set of tweezers. And the reason is because you're going to, especially if you're camping out east, you see that? That there is what is humorously referred to by some as a sea tick. S-E-E. It's so small you can't see it. So you definitely are going to get these from time to time. You want to... there it is. Got it. See? See? S-E-E. Sea tick. Can't even see it. Anyways, that's just a little suggestion from Noah Road. Now some of them, most ticks are like the deer ticks, and they're bigger, and you can pull them off without the tweezers, you know. They're easy to see. But yeah, like that one there, you just got to get used to feeling those suckers. And so there is a video to show the importance of having a pair of tweezers with you. And it's really good to have a pair of reading glasses, because you can't sometimes see, S-E-E, it, the sea ticks. And you can actually use a flashlight too to kind of shine on them. They can be so small. One thing about ticks and Lyme disease is the tick has got to be embedded in your skin for more than 24 hours before it can transmit the Lyme disease. So you actually have, it's not like, it bites you and you get Lyme disease. It's got to actually spend 24 hours or more, usually closer to 48, before it actually begins to transmit the Lyme disease. And this comes from experience, like Noah Road many years ago did get Lyme disease from a tick. And I'm telling you, the bullseye that happens, I didn't know what the heck was going on. It was like that big around my back. It was huge. And it felt like embroidery, on one of those embroidery t-shirts or something like that. It was horrible. And a day or two later, I couldn't move my neck very well. It was very painful. And I felt very lethargic. It seemed to even infiltrate into my thinking, to where it made me very depressed and stuff. So it wasn't just weak. My mood was even affected by it. And then I had Bell's palsy, to where the left side of my face basically did kind of nothing. And if I drank like soup or coffee or whatever, there was that little drool, so I kind of almost had to tilt my head. And that lasted about maybe a month and a half, 2 months or something. Then gradually the Bell's palsy kind of eased up. It didn't stop all at once, it eased up. And the weakness did not leave for a long time. I was definitely messed up for a couple of years. Gradually, I would have more duration of time where I didn't notice it so much. And then eventually, after eating right and, taking care of my health better and getting into training, I eventually, for some reason, it just disappeared. So that's a good thing. But yeah, that's something about the ticks, and Lyme disease. Just because they bite you doesn't mean you're going to get Lyme disease. So like when I got that tick on my back, it was on my, I think my right shoulder blade on the back, and I just didn't notice it. So the thing was probably in there for 2 days, and that was back when I was wilder and crazier, and I lived out in the woods. It happened in Carlisle, Pennsylvania, and I was drinking all the time and partying, and I, just didn't notice a tick in my, on me, and it probably was on me for 24, more like 48 or even 72 hours. And by the time I noticed the big giant bullseye and the symptoms, it was already gone. So anyways, that's just a little lesson in ticks, and the recommendation: you always got to have a pair of tweezers and reading glasses in your camping supplies, especially if you're out east. All right, Noah Road, over and out.